Deep breath. I
I'm
got a
good.
question to ask him.
I'm good. Just kind of before we get into the game details, just kind of an update on, I guess, Horton and Rams and when you kind of expect them back.
Following Florida, we had made a decision, actually before Florida, that if he didn't progress anymore, and we didn't think that he would with 2 games in 3 days, that we were going to shut him down for at least a week and reevaluate it, which is Wednesday, and see where he's at. Anyone that watches him, he's been hobbling since the first game of the year. And we didn't play him in the South Dakota game. They played like 4 or 5 minutes against Pine Bluff. Thought we could get it healed up then, and it just didn't happen. So we've shut him down completely for a week since the Florida game, and we'll reevaluate it Wednesday and see where he's at. Jamel is more of a day-to-day. He had some issues in Florida. He played through it, got back here, and it just didn't go away. And so, I'll find out more on Wednesday with him as well.
Go ahead, Steph.
Chris, for you guys, the numbers on the defensive end continue to be, pretty impressive, I guess. How much did you see maybe today the success on defense translate to when the offense kind of started to get going a bit?
I think overall I was fairly disappointed with our defensive numbers, or weren't as good as what I thought they would be going into the game. After watching Omaha on film, I thought we could have a little more of a dominating defensive performance. We didn't start off very well. We certainly had a funky lineup to start the game, and then we never really got it going there until the second half. We had that group out there that flew around and turned them over and kind of turned the tide, if you will, and got the crowd into the game, and they played very, very good. And then certainly at the end, I think they scored 4 of the last 5 possessions or something like that, and that was disappointing end. But, that's our calling card right now is that end of the floor, and we've got to be really good on that end of the floor because the ball's not going through the net that much. People are gapping us all over the place. Eventually, we're going to have to step up and make some threes, or otherwise people are going to guard us that way all year long.
Go to Theo, second row, middle, striped shirt.
Leading into that, did you think there was any offensive improvement today from the previous games? Obviously, you guys shot a better percentage, but I didn't know what you thought of the offensive role.
It's never going to be aesthetically pleasing when people just play off you so much. It's hard. It's hard because the natural decision to make is to shoot the ball when you're open. But what we keep talking about is, hey, if people are going to guard us that way, let's explore what we really want first. We can always get that later. But as a young person with pride and a game, that's really not the mentality that they have. So it's hard to get anyone to understand what we're trying to do when people are defending us that way. I do believe in the end we're going to make enough shots. I watch them in practice every day. It becomes contagious. We're going to have a breakout game here, and we're going to make shots more consistently. It wasn't like we didn't make some tonight. I mean, we shot about 30% from 3, which unfortunately is our average right now. It's not like we shot 15 or 20%, but people are going to make us do that and prove that we can shoot the ball from the outside. And certainly Tolu has something to do with that as well. If you play him one-on-one, he's usually a problem on most nights. But I'd have to watch the film to really tell you an honest answer if we were any better on offense tonight or not.
Go to Coach